Good morning, class. Today we're going to continue our learning on the American Revolution. The topic we're going to focus on today is to analyze the causes of the American Revolution, including the Proclamation of 1763, the Intolerable Acts, the Stamp Act, mercantilism, lack of representation in Parliament, and British economic policies following the French and Indian War. Let's get started. So, what led up to the Intolerable Acts? Some quick background. These acts were also known as the Coercive Acts. They were 4 acts, and one additional that affected Canada, that were passed in 1774 in response to colonial rebellion, such as the Boston Tea Party. They were meant to restore order in Massachusetts and quell rebellion. The first of the 4 acts was known as the Boston Port Act. This closed Boston Harbor until damages from the Boston Tea Party were paid. The damage was extremely expensive, so obviously this would not happen quickly. Stop and talk with your table partner about why this would make colonists so angry. To recap, this took away many colonists' opportunities to make a living as it hindered trade and travel. Here's a picture of the Boston Tea Party. Just imagine how much damage they caused. The second act was the Massachusetts Government Act. This act took away the democratic elections and turned the governor's council into an appointed, not elected body. This took away the rights of the people to representation in their government. Additionally, it kept colonists from meeting in large groups without the governor's consent. Stop and discuss how this would hinder the revolutionary effort. This is an image of a town hall meeting that would have been banned in Massachusetts. Act 3 was the Administration of Justice Act. It made British officials immune to criminal prosecution in Massachusetts and allowed them to stand trial among their peers and those sympathetic to their cause in England. It kept colonists from enacting justice on officials who had wronged them and kept the officials from being punished. Act 4 was the Quartering Act, which required colonists to house and feed British troops in their personal homes. Can you imagine having soldiers staying in your home? Pause to talk about how this would affect Revolutionary War and rebellion plans. This meant people had to keep silent in their own homes and hide their distaste for the British soldiers. Our last image is of a woman walking with British soldiers outside her home. Here are my sources. That's all we have for today, class. Let me know if you have any further questions.